Alright guys, so here we are at the Bad Blood pay-per-view, and it is headlined by Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, Bret Hart versus Mankind, Stone Cold versus Brian Pillman, and we won't go over Raw, we'll just kick it off straight with the pay-per-view pre-show back. This show starts off with Eddie Guerrero versus Owen Hart, 2 out of 3 falls, and Eddie beats Owen. Now here it has Eddie win 2 straight falls, but I wouldn't have that. I'd have Owen cheat to win. No, I'd have Eddie. I don't know. Let's think about it. So you want to build up anticipation for the final fall. I'd have Eddie tap to the sharpshooter in the first fall. That way he could play up the back in the second fall. Eddie rolls up Owen in second fall, and then this way they can play up the back injury, like from the sharpshooter, the lower back, and then Eddie hits frog splash in the final fall. Because you want Eddie to come from behind. You want to have him to face the odds, as he's a face here and Owen's the heel. And this really doesn't hurt Owen, because Eddie's up and coming, and they're both, really great performers. And this isn't going to be the last time these guys face each other in the series. Following that, we get a Wildman, Mark Mara, and Mike Barton cut a promo. The ratings poop, but you got to give you got to get lower card guys time to talk, so they get better at it. And then, Mara can make Barton better, and then it creates more room and more dynamic for my roster. Following that, they take on Val Venis and Matt Bloom, and they end up winning the match when Mark Mara defeated Matt Bloom with shooting star press, protecting good old Val Venis, so he can blame the heater, Matt Bloom, for the pinfall, and it keeps the credibility of Mara and Barton as a tag team going forward. Following that, Ken Shamrock cuts a uncharacteristically good promo on The Rock. I'm giving the ball more to cut a promo, and he's not disappointing. So this creates more room for him, and I gotta find more places for him on the card. He takes on The Rock, and he loses after The Rock cheats after a distraction by Kama. Ken Shamrock won last month by distraction, or DQ. Then The Rock wins here by distraction. The following is X-Pac and Triple H cutting a promo on Goldust and Ultimate Warrior before their tag match. If you remember, X-Pac and Triple H has been going at it with Warrior. They formed DX with Shawn. DX destroys Goldust. The next week, Triple H versus Goldust, and X-Pac attacks Goldust. Ultimate Warrior makes a save and set up the tag match, which ends with Triple H and X-Pac getting the victory, and X-Pac defeats Goldust by pinfall, protecting Warrior from taking a pin and looking weak. And then here we see Al Snow is seen talking to himself, and he keeps referring to his opponent, Savio Vega. This is a different way for him to cut a promo than basic cut a promo. He'd be talking to Head or whatever, and just to push it off. He goes on to defeat Savio Vega by a quick cradle. Creating because he's an underdog gimmick. He's not crazy yet, but we're getting there. As the House Snow needs Head storyline, and these guys are gonna be opponents in the Survivor Series 5-on-5 match next month. Stone Cold cuts promo and Brian Pillman explaining this is going to be the finale of their feud, and if he beats Pillman one more time, he doesn't. Pillman gets the victory, a little bit of an upset, clean victory over Stone Cold. He needed his credibility as a heel, and it was the right thing to do, because this can go on one more month, and I'm thinking a gimmick match. Not Hell in a Cell, since I'm doing it here. Maybe not a cage. Last man standing. We'll see. Following that, Stone Cold is pissed. I just had him do something that Stone Cold doesn't look weak. Here, Regal cuts Suprema and British Bulldog, the new European champ. Here, British Bulldog defeats William Regal to retain his European title, making the second defense. And then following that immediately is D'Lo and Ahmed Johnson versus LOD. LOD picks up the clean victory here, defeating Nation of Domination. And I don't remember what I have in stock for these two teams, if they continue to feud or not. Here, Bret Hart cuts a promo on Mankind, and they're not in the main event, which I'm not sure how it's going to end up. I feel like this is going to be very good rating. We get a history of Mankind versus Bret. This feud really has been doing well. Bret's starting to slide down in his skills, so we're not going to get this much longer of Bret. Like, a year from now, Bret's not going to be putting up these quality matches and stuff, but Mankind will be, I think. Been probably my feud of a year. And they go on to have a great match, and Bret Hart defeats Mankind by a sharpshooter, making defense number 7. Mankind taps out here. It doesn't hurt him because it's Bret freaking Hart, the champ, and it doesn't really, I don't think Bret would ever care about having someone tap out to his finish. And then we go straight to Shawn Michaels, kind of promo on The Undertaker. Some history of what's been going on with Shawn, Taker. Maybe Shawn's pissed off because of being screwed at Mania. You could work that in. And T's going forward. This is going to be number 1 contenders match, because I think it was in real life. But it's whatever. Here we go to the match. Hell of a match, like the real one. The real one had a 100 or 5-star rating by Dave Meltzer, and then here we see the debut of none other of Kane. Very much how it is played out in real life. The only difference is Paul Bear is not with Kane. He's still with The Undertaker. So I have to do something to get Paul Bear on Kane, and I'm not sure how exactly to do that yet. So I don't know. But yeah, I think it's important that Kane's by himself right now, and we gotta see what happens with Taker. If Taker's gonna be gone for a while, we shall see. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.